This one's nice and short.
Woke up this morning with light in my eyes. Then realized it was still dark outside.
That one. That's what I want. Twilight Zone. William Shatner featuring Warren Haynes.
Somewhere in a lonely hotel room there's a guy starting to realize that his eternal fate has turned its back on him. And it's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. The fear is gone. I'm sitting here, waiting. The gun's still warm. Maybe my connection is tired of taking chances. Yeah, there's a storm on the loose, sirens in my head. I'm wrapped up in silence, all circuits are dead. I cannot decode, my whole life spins into a frenzy. Help, I'm stepping into the twilight zone. The place is a madhouse, feels like being cloned. My beacon's been moved under moon and star. Where am I to go now that I've gone too far? Help, I'm stepping into the twilight zone. The place is a madhouse, feels like being cloned. My beacon's been moved under moon and star. Where am I to go now that I've gone too far?
You will come to know
when the bullet hits the bone.
Soon you will come to know
when the bullet hits the bone. I'm falling down a spiral destination unknown, a double-crossed messenger, all alone. I can't get no connection, I can't get through. Where are you? Well, the night weighs heavily on this guilty mind, this far from the borderline. And when the hitman comes, he knows damn well he's been cheated. Help! I'm stepping into the twilight zone. The place is a madhouse, feels like being cloned. My beacon's been moved under moon and star. Where am I to go now that I've gone too far? Help, I'm stepping into the twilight zone. The place is a madhouse, feels like being cloned. My beacon's been moved under moon and star. Where am I to go now that I've gone too far?
You will come to know
when the bullet hits the bone.
Soon you will come to know
when the bullet hits the bone. When the bullet hits the bone.
Help!
I'm stepping into the twilight zone. The place is a madhouse, feels like being cloned. My beacon's been moved under moon and star. Where am I to go now that I've gone too far? Help, I'm stepping into the twilight zone. The place is a madhouse, feels like being cloned. My beacon's been moved under moon and star. Where am I to go now that I've gone too far?
You will come to know.
When the bullet hits the bone.
Soon you will come to know.
When the bullet hits the bone.
Soon you will come to know.
When the bullet hits the bone.
Soon you will come to know.
When the bullet hits the bone. When the bullet hits the bone. When the bullet hits the bone.
Wait for it. Oops.
And now, The Arrogant Worms. From the album Russell Shorts, here's some killer robots from Venus.
About 6 months ago, someone came by with a petition. Said we want to stop these folks moving in next door. I refused to sign and told them everyone was welcome, 'cause that's what neighborhoods are for. So they moved in, and I'll admit they look peculiar. They invited me to a friendly barbecue. Glad I got to know them, and let me tell you something. They may be metallic, but they're just like me and you. No, there's nothing wrong with killer robots from Venus. They gave me zucchini from their garden yesterday.
They're very fresh.
No, there's nothing wrong with killer robots from Venus. You may disagree, but I think they're A-okay. My buddy Charlie never got off the robot's backs. Then one day, him and his whole house disappeared. I talked about it to my neighbors, the killer robots from Venus. They couldn't help me, but agreed that it was weird. No, there's nothing wrong with killer robots from Venus. They always mow their lawn, and they joined the PTA.
Because we care.
No, there's nothing wrong with killer robots from Venus. You may disagree, but I think they're A-okay. They had us over for an outdoor New Year's party. Though it was 10 below, there was food and drink aplenty. They got excited as we counted down with them. And when we kissed them, our lips stuck to their heads.
Ouch.
I was watching the news last night, and I saw something funny. Killer robots from somewhere decimated Montreal. I wondered, could it be my neighbors, the killer robots from Venus? Could it be them after all?
Oh no, they're so nice.
Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with killer robots from Venus. They applauded for my kid at the Christmas play.
He was the best shepherd.
No, there's nothing wrong with killer robots from Venus. You may disagree, but I think they're A-OK. You may disagree, but I think they're A-OK. You may disagree, but I think they're A-OK.
They're okay.
I see your Schwartz is just as big as mine.
Like me on Facebook, tinyurl.com/RayRust. Follow me on Twitter @MarkJabroni. And subscribe to Jarbronology TV, youtube.com/fanboymarkjabroni. That's it for another show, kiddies. Check me out on Facebook, where you can keep track of all the news that's right on the mark, from around ringside to the latest concerts. See you at the shows. Later days.
This is 93.5 CHMR FM.